Yale Coach Remy here, and this week we've been discussing how you can envision your new dream job even if you don't know what it looks like already. So what I mean by that is when you're trying to find your dream job, a lot of times it's best to start at the beginning. Start at what do you want it to kind of look like? So without knowing what tasks you'll actually be doing because you don't really know the job title yet or what company you'd be working with, envisioning your dream job is more about how you want to feel at work, how you want to be proceeding at work, how you want to be interacting with your coworkers and your boss. So it's more about how having an amazing, perfect job would feel as opposed to nailing down how you're going to get there, what it looks like, what the job is. And please excuse my appearance right now. It's gardening day today, and it is absolutely beautiful out in San Antonio. So I'm going to get right back to that after this video. So on Monday, we talked about what you don't want. And what you don't want is a powerful tool, but you also don't want to stay stuck there. Staying stuck in what you don't want is going to eventually lead to you finding another job, and it's going to be the exact same thing all over again. So you'll keep on running into the same challenges that you are in your current role that you really don't like, because the focus and the movement has been stemming from that place of I don't want this. So on Wednesday we talked about what do you want? What do you want to be, feeling with your boss, feeling with your coworkers? What do you actually, considering what you don't want, what's the opposite of it? And can you envision receiving that and being there? Now, today is the last day of this particular series, and it's what do you actually enjoy doing? So what is enjoyable to you? And this segment really leads into figuring out what your job is. So it's more about what tasks you really enjoy. What do you love doing? Do you enjoy managing people, or would you prefer to be a direct contributor and not have to, organize all of that and maintain or keep track of all your employees? Are you really good at something, but you've never had the opportunity to use it at work? A rich aunt, so like scenario, rich aunt leaves you, you never knew she existed, but she leaves you enough money to live the rest of your life and you don't have to work. What would you do to fill your time? So this is really the point where you start going, okay, well, what is it that I really love to do? When you enjoy doing something, that enthusiasm, not only does it drive your actions in a positive way, but it can also be seen by interviewers. So when you do go to interview for a job later on, put yourself in the interviewer's shoes, in that hiring manager's shoes. And sometimes they'll bring on a couple of the people who would be working with you just to observe and be present and ask questions. So what are they seeing from you? If you are stuffy and very buttoned up and everything is exactly where it should be and in its place and there's not a whole lot of enthusiasm, that's fantastic if that's truly your authentic self, and if you're interviewing in a company where that's how people are expected to behave. That I can say that a lot of companies now, they have moved more towards wanting you to enjoy your coworkers, wanting you to enjoy the job. And if they don't, for me, I don't know about you, but for me, that's a red flag, and that's something I run away from. No matter how good the pay is, it's just not worth being miserable in another role for me. But if you enjoy that, then go ahead and picture that, because if you really want everyone to be, some people are very rigid with rules and procedures, and that's great. We need people like that. So consider what it is that you truly desire doing, because when you have a passion for something, you will speak in a much more intelligent way about it during an interview. You'll speak much more intelligently during when you're writing your resume, all of it, when you're talking to people and networking. People can pick up on that, and we want to listen to people who are enthusiastic about what they're saying. There's only so much negative talk and things that you don't want that people can take. And just a little balance check on this to give it a truth meter. When you are at work and you know that one coworker who you can hear from your desk, You can hear that person and they are constantly complaining. Is that somebody you want to engage in conversation with? Is that somebody you would hire if you had hiring authority? So consider these things and, first figure out a little bit. Just spend a little time on what you don't want. Figure out the opposite of that and what you do want. And then finally, what do you enjoy doing? No matter how big, how small, how related to job tasks it is, how unrelated. And a good place to start would be to go to either LinkedIn or Indeed and start looking at just job descriptions and reading through them on all the things that they say to do. And throw in a bunch of random jobs, gardener, sous chef, things that you wouldn't normally look at because you don't know that you're qualified and you don't know that it pays a lot of money, but things that are kind of interesting anyways, things that, you just kind of want to know about it. So I encourage you to do that. If you're wondering how you can turn this action and this activity into job opportunities, grab a copy of my workbook, How to Choose the Right Job. And the link for that, I'll go ahead and post that in the comments section. And I look forward to seeing more of you guys. Take care and have a very spectacular Saturday.